And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
It's fourth quarter time, everybody.
Substitution here for Charlotte. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Williams. Bridges comes in for Washington. Miller's checked in for Milton. And it's Bouknight in for McGowens. And the Hawks, looking at who they've got, Hunter and Bay holding down the forward spots. Then there's Okongwu. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the point guard position.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
There's Young with the three. Oh, Trae virtually automatic from deep.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
From behind the arc. And again for three.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. And stolen by Bay. Here's Mr. Clutch, pounded by Ball. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Atlanta.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
Gobert with a screen on Young. Pass to Bouknight. They need this. And Bay pulls it down. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Hawks.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw it open.
And it was a team effort tonight, collecting their 39th victory of the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Mr. Clutch.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Pass to Bouknight. This one for 3. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
But one positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame.
Good. Another from 3.
Splashes home another 3, and he moves into second place with that make.
Well, you got to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going in. He just keeps raining down the threes. And the shot's good.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Pass to Young. Here's Mr. Clutch. Fires from deep. Miller pulls it in. Here's Bouknight. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time
Stop game time, bring the pain time.
MP's an efficient scorer, man.
That was one of the most...
Hey, MP.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the NBA Rising Stars Challenge. Get ready for some thrilling end-to-end action as the best first and second-year players in the NBA do battle on the hardwood. Alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
And Kevin, you talked about some thrills being in store for us tonight. These young guys are all capable of making a spectacular play at any given time. I got a feeling we'll see plenty of them here tonight.
Absolutely.
Well, without question. I mean, if this game has taught us anything over the last few years, over the years in general, it's there isn't a highlight reel big enough to capture all of the incredible high-flying action.
And now the opening lineup for Team World. They've got Victor Wembanyama. Daniels out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's Vezenkov in at the fourth slot.
We've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Now Daniels after the missed three from Mr. Clutch. And there's the defensive 3-second call. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. I know you love it, Greg, and it gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Jovic passes to Daniels. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch.
Number 2. Substitution on the court.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
We've got Banchero. Ivy is out there with Mr. Clutch. Then it's Duran. And it's Williams at the small forward. And for Team World, Zhang is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Rupert in at the shooting guard.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
And it's blocked.
And guys, I tell you what, they are getting after it on both ends here tonight. This game isn't all about offense this year.
Yeah, it's really been a competitive contest. It's not just a show. These teams are getting after it.
Mr. Clutch's shot is off. You brought the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
And USA making a change here. Thompson's checked in. In the corner, Daniels. Team World with another miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, they're certainly seeing the effort.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Mr. Clutch. Another 3 for USA.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Nembhard the pass to Jovic. Wembanyama with it. Shot to stop the run, and he gets it to go. Wembanyama has got 7 points in the game.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot. Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
It's hauled in by USA. Duran's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Takes the 3. Another triple for Mr. Clutch. And it's a 12-point USA lead.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D shifts.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And Team World calls time here. USA with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Jalen Duren. Tari Eason comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Miller's subbed in for Williams. Here's Nembhard. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Mr. Clutch. Hands it from downtown. And USA leads by 15.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Here's Nembhard. Daniels from outside. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this one.
Man, it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And it's Team World with the ball, following the 3 from Mr. Clutch.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
3-pointer, Daniels sinks the triple. Daniels has got 5 more.
For real, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
He's stopping his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Ran through one hand, but hasn't even been close. USA ahead, running away with it. Step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. Back to this showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right, and the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast too. What a terrific event this has been.
Mr. Clutch out there with Thompson. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Miller, and it's Williams at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Here's Mathurin. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Vezenkov. And Team World, another 3.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now, here is Miller. USA moving the ball around. Thompson finds Williams. It's stolen. Outside Mathurin. A three-pointer off the mark. USA lead by 21. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. It's good. 35 points for Mr. Clutch.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Outside Mathurin. No good on the 3. Miller outside. Rebound by Team World.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Takes it from 10. Daniels, no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Banchero. GA, is it me, or does it feel like we've had more parity in the league the last few seasons?
Well, Kevin, the playoffs have been pretty hard to predict lately. I will give you that. There's been only one repeat champion in the past decade. It's a competitive league.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Stolen away. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket. Mr. Clutch has got 38 points.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Pass to Vezenkov. Back to Wembanyama. Here's Vezenkov. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Team World with another miss.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Thompson finds Banchero. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists tonight.
Check out that quickness with the hands, man. Carroll bringing that to the floor tonight.
Outside Mathurin. Daniels passes to Mathurin. Wembanyama outside. Here's Jovic. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Pass to Vezenkov. Daniels passes to Wembanyama. Pulls up. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got 7 rebounds in the game. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Yeah, another turnover. But guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Catching up on the changes for USA. Duren, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Paolo Banchero. Jaden Ivey, he's checked in for Miller. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Thompson. Here's Vezenkov. 6 points for him. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Team World making a change here. Coloco's checked in. We've got 1:18 left in the third. Mathurin for 3. The rebound by Ivey.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Mathurin for three, sinks the three-pointer.
And two teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates some of that getting to know you feeling out period.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Jovic after the made shot from Mr. Clutch. Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin. And Team World, another three.
He'll mix one in here and there. Mathurin stretches the floor that way, making the defense respect his three ball.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mr. Clutch. Out to Henderson. Here's Mr. Clutch. Hits it from three-point range. Mr. Clutch has got 49 points in the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Here's Nembhard. And Team World, another three.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And it's USA leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean,
He's checked in for USA.
On the court.
Off the inbound pass. Rebound by Team World. Daniels has got his fourth rebound in this one. So Team World's 5 right now. We've got Daniels. Also Benedict Mathurin out there. And it's Vezenkov in at the 4. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. So Clark, we know you're very familiar with the college game. How do you think the one-and-done rule has worked out so far?
You know, not as it was intended to, Kevin. I mean, in some ways, the chance to see guys like Durant and others play in college for a year was better than not having them there. But I think it's also created this expectation that if you're not a one-and-done, that you've somehow failed. And that's detrimental to the psyche of young players.
Pass to Ivey. USA moving the ball around. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
and defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Connects from three-point range. Mr. Clutch has got 54 points.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And Mathurin comes to help. To the inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Good work by Mathurin getting rid of the ball. When somebody has a better shot, you got to throw it his way.
Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Daniels from outside. It's hauled in by USA. Turing's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Henderson. Fires the three. Rebound by Team World. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Mathurin. Driving the lane. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel. 11 points here for Benedict Mathurin.
Mathurin is a prime-time, big-time talent, showing his skill off the bounce there.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-handed.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
And Wembanyama outside. And the three off target.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And USA with some changes. Jabari Smith, he's jacked in for Tari Eason. And it's Williams in for Henderson. And Wembanyama outside. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Jovic. Off target from three-point range. Here's Mr. Clutch. In the corner, Smith with it. A pass to Mr. Clutch from 15 feet away. Inside. And it's Daniels with the rebound. On offense, here's Team World. To the paint. Here's Mathurin. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Great look for Mathurin from close range.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Jacks up a three. Gets it to fall.
What a competitor. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
So USA wins it.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. And this really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
All right, let's talk Rookie of the Year.
Well, I think we all know who you're going for.
MP, baby! Let's go!
Considered any of the cases for these other guys.
Like who?
Like Victor Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson.
Kicks, MP. He's about to tear it up.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Luka Doncic out there with Curry. Then it's Randall. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Butler in at the small forward.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Took him no time at all on that one. Mr. Clutch has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the East All-Stars. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screen, and he knows when to give it up.
Now, here's Jokic. Back to Doncic. Doesn't go either for Doncic.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide-open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Trying to get open is Adebayo. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Curry passes to Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Delicious dime from Curry there. One of the reasons his teammates love playing with Curry.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 6 points for him. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. The West trails by 6. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Doncic has got his second bucket tonight. Here's Mr. Clutch. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Mr. Clutch has got 9. Doncic passes to Jokic. Back to Doncic. The tray. It's hauled in by the East.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage. That's no question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the East All-Stars?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
There's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Halliburton. And Morant's got the ball here for the West All-Stars. 8-point game. Doncic outside. Jokic sets the screen for Doncic. Morant with a wide open look. Bangs on the trifecta.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of the this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
And here's Halliburton after the three-pointer from Mystic.
Many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Brown out there with Durant. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's the five out there for the East All-Stars.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And here is Butler, following the three from Mr. Clutch. Curry outside, the rebound by Turner.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now Durant, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. 5 on the clock. KD a screen. Here's Mr. Clutch. John Morant grabs the rebound. The West trails by 6. Turner passes to KD. Here's Mr. Clutch. Morant with some nice D.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. You save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
And that one drops. Now just a 2-point East All-Star lead.
Excellent pass from Butler right there. That's why he's considered a team leader.
Mr. Clutch knocks down the 3-ball. Mr. Clutch has got 6 in the quarter.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Curry. Vucevic setting the pick for Curry. Clock at 6. From the arc. It's hauled in by Brown.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Here's Mr. Clutch. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 3rd assist on the night.
The playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. You look at Mr. Clutch. He's really been playing well.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Turner. James comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Levine subbed in for Mitchell. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Jokic, he's checked in for Vucevic. He comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Stephen Curry. Halliburton subbed in for John Morant. There's Giannis taking flight.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Pass to Mobley. On the wing, Doncic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Halliburton outside. He dishes it to Doncic. A 3. Rebound by the East All-Stars.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Fires away from outside. Evan Mobley with the rebound. The West trails by 9. Stolen by Levine. From downtown. And he gets it to go. No problem on the three for Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 13 points now in the quarter. Halliburton outside. Will it go? Got a hand on it. And he's able to get it back.
Jokic doing a really good job that time, concentrating and maintaining his balance despite being fouled.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Here's Mr. Clutch. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Mr. Clutch has got the lead at the 12 now for the East All-Stars. And we finished one half of basketball. East All-Stars lead by 12. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final two quarters.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. They've got Nikola Jokic. Luka Doncic out there with Stephen Curry. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Randle in at the 4.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Jokic sets the screen for Butler to the middle. Jokic rising up.
And Butler's so proficient at running the pick and roll. Excellent at taking what the defense gives him and gets those passes around defenders quite sweetly.
Curry outside. Wow! Curry automatic from deep.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Giannis a screen on Doncic. There's the lob at Kumbo. Butler with the steal. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mr. Clutch. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Passes it to Randle. Curry against Antetokounmpo. Here's Randle. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
In the corner, it's James. Giannis a screen on Doncic. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mr. Clutch. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Jokic with it. Outguarded by Giannis. Butler feeling out a bit. Pass to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Luka has so many physical gifts. Taking flight right there.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Doncic. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
That is all-star basketball at its best. The alley-oop run to perfection.
Doncic passes to Jokic. Three-pointer. Doncic, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
There's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Doncic. There's the lob. Kumbo.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mr. Clutch.
Fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
We've got Durant. Mitchell is out there with Mr. Clutch. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Levine in the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. The 3 from Morant. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority. So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
Seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
Okay, Sam. Can MP break the single-season scoring record?
Of 4,029 points set by Will Chamberlain in 1962.
Congratulations, you know how to Google.
No, that was right off the dome.
Hey, come on, man, stop dodging the question.
12? Sounds like a lot of sugar. Dude, come on, it's great. You gonna cut off the crust, dude?
Yeah, MP.
It's gonna be fun watching tape on this one, huh?